Welcome back to some professional StarCraft 2 from the ESL Open Cup Europe. Two of these non-European players looking to claim the throne from Big Gabe. Both some of the best Terrans in the world, but maybe not scratching at that top tier just yet. Now, with two SCVs on the other side of, or heading to the other side of the map, trying some tactics of himself. Of course, the Mexican Terran. It is Storm Gaming's special. And another Terran challenger known for some spicy builds himself. We have the Chinese Terran Time. Wow, special just slapping down the double proxy racks in this highlight match. Yes. From, I believe, the playoffs of the ESL Cup. At some point you play enough mirror matchups, you gotta mix it up. I've noticed the ESL Cup has a tendency, well, it's usually Protoss versus Protoss in the finals, except when Hero Marine gets involved. This is something different. I've watched too much PvP lately. TVT is usually a bit more tactical, a bit more slow-paced, positioning-oriented. Special's doing Proxy Rex Marines, which is... What year is it? It's not even Reapers. He's gonna... Wait, what? He's just gonna go with the first Marine. Oh, wait, is he not? He's baiting the Reaper. He's baiting the Reaper with the first SCV. He sees the command center. He knows he has time. He's gonna let the Reaper leave. Oh! Well, there's some strategery to this cheese. He waits until the Reaper's leaving, starts a bunker, has 3 Marines which can deal with the Reaper. Marines are being built by time, not a second Reaper, because he wanted to get the factory a little bit quicker. So this is how we're going to kick things off. Cancels the command center. Gives up on that idea, cuts his losses, does time. Rebuilds it in the main as he has the minerals. The Reaper and the Marine doing their best. The SCV's body blocking out. The bunker's about to finish. Of course, the Reaper can avoid it, but the Reaper can't avoid it if it's dead. 4 SCVs down. Special behind this. This is not all in. It is a macro cheese. A macro Rex. He was mining gas. He does have a factory at a similar time. The command center is going to be slightly later here. The Reaper slips out. Special comes away with 2 more workers for now. A Hellion about to pop out to try to drive away the Reaper. Wait, what? Oh, I thought he popped him. You know, the Reaper grenade should bounce you off construction, all right? Oh, blocks in. The Marines to intercept, coming back. Gave him a taste of freedom and then ripped it away. The scouting racks uncontested. Special floating into the main. Who needs scans? Barracks are faster than Overlords, and they have a lot more HP. Right now he doesn't want to risk moving out of the bunker, because if he moves too far away from the bunker, he does have a siege tank now, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. Move too far away from the bunker and the Marines might run up the ramp. Of course, the siege tank makes it a little easier to hold this position. A Cloak Banshee. So, So this is definitely, yeah. I have no idea. I can't remember the last time I saw a straight-up proxy Marine. And it wasn't even all in. It was like a command center denial proxy Rex. Macaroni and cheese. This is a TVZ build. It's like a kill the hatch and scout with the Rex build. But instead, there are 2 Terrans. So, very special tactics. Now he's going Magfield Excel. We're just kind of checking off all the things we never get in TVT. Banshee Cloak is pretty out of style because Ravens are very standard. Cyclone Magfield Accelerator is just I don't even know what it's for. Killing Ray? No, it doesn't. Why not? Why not? It's like mech, but it's like alt mech here. It's the other mech units. The B team. The other team, all right? We don't say the B team. That makes them feel like they're inferior. But they are inferior. What? Okay. And then he gets hyperflight rotors. He's going... Ban clone. I feel like I'm gonna make up a name for this. It's gonna be offensive. Hellshe. I'm like vetting the words I'm making up because I feel like they're gonna combine into something weird. It's a Hellshe build. Okay, Hellshes is not... what? Time is trying to get back. He walled off his siege tank! I clap because it makes me feel better every time. Every time somebody at this level walls off their siege tank with their own buildings, I feel vindicated. Well, that Banshee did nothing. This Banshee, there are 2 Ravens. Doesn't even need scans, but it has plenty. So you scanned. You know he already has Cloak done. He can't see which upgrade. He can see the Tech Lab upgrading. Do you even think, like, I can't remember the last time I saw Hyperflight Rotors upgraded, let alone in this matchup at this time. Like, you see it upgrading. Do you even remember Hyperflight Rotors exists? And, I mean, what do? You just keep building Marines, right? 2 more factories on the way. Oh my god, he snipes a Cyclone and gets a Raven. The mag field paying off a bit. The mag field does double damage to armored, but Ravens are not armored, I say with a 90% confidence. Cyclones and tanks and Vikings definitely are, though, so they die incredibly quick. It's 800 damage over 14 seconds, which is a whole lot of deeps. I was gonna do math for a second, but...
The numbers don't
and then the
lie.
Hellshes...
And they spell disaster.
No, these are Hypershes. Oh, that's a fun name. We never get an opportunity. We never see the Hypershes. You can tell because they have very fast engines because you can see the rocket size and also the way they are, which is very fast. Hypershes, super clones. And cloaks again. The cloak is, I mean, where is the Raven? It's kind of chilling. I'm not actually. I think it's at the edge of the main. I mean, you never expect this many Banshees. Vikings here? What a crazy army out of Special. And Time doesn't know what to make of it. He's trying to sit back, have some sense of normalcy. And I feel like this is one of those games that Special's just going to be slipping and sliding and microing his heart out, and then Time could just come across the map and punch him in the face with a much more standard army. I'm not entirely convinced this is the army to deal with Marine Tank, but it does depend. If he's able to pick off enough Vikings, enough tanks, and back at home, Special is building tanks of his own. The Hypershes. 1 SCV. Come back here. I'm trying to repair. Take your lunch. Bringing the minerals along. Nope, not gonna. Yeah, this is the downside. He cloaks a little late. Well, yeah. Well, that's loses 3 out of 4. Live fast, die hard. And that is the big downside. Is a very standard army just kind of kills it. So that is most of what was anchoring time at home. That's most of what was keeping him tied back at his base. So now he's going to move forward. A couple interference matrices on the Cyclones does snipe off the Raven. The Viking count is... There are no Vikings for special. He cannot contest the air. The Cyclones are the only anti-air as well. If he loses the clones, then Liberators or even Medevac drops on the tanks are a threat. +1/+1 done for time. Finishing up now for special, at least +1 mech weapons. The scan and counter scan wars begin. Special has a 4th time. Also, special has 90 SCVs, by the way. He has quite an economy. He baits a scan, time scans, but the Hyper She's very careful with them this time. Is that fusion? I don't... Is that for range? Well, anyways, where were we? Fusion core! But I think it's... Well, here comes Special. He's just going for it. His tank's jammed at quite a choke point. The Marines and Marauders trying to hold the line. Vikings with nothing to do will just watch. Special not really able to press forward. The Hyper She's coming in. Scan eliminates the cloak. The tank count for Special. He loves his tanks. And he better love them enough that they're all he's left with. Yeah, there's a risk of just getting dropped on here. He's going to unsiege the tanks. The Vikings could hit the deck. Yeah, the thing is the tanks are pretty good against individual units. They actually have higher DPS in single target mode. Of course, they only hit a single target, which is the main downside. Liberator range. Hyper She's. Like, that's too many Vikings. I just like saying Hyper She's. Thors are here. The other anti-air option. Slowly moving forward. Liberators are on the way. Special knows that's the impending threat. As soon as someone gains air control, they can leverage it into the double siege. Liberator and siege tank covering air and ground. Well, no. Well, mostly ground, but Hyper She's being annoying. We're the Liberators. None have joined the field. I take it back. Thors are going to have to move up, but they are terrestrially bound. Special's just going to have to give up on this base. One command center floating in. Marines? Not enough Marines. The Banshee finding real damage. Meanwhile, the fight. Thor's pounding on the Liberators. 2 tanks bruised but not dead. And Special actually pushes forward and bites off the tanks. He's approaching 100 SCVs. A very TY-esque situation. As he knows them so well. Yeah, 98 SCVs. Nearly maxed out, but his army supply is going to be kind of weak, as he can't match time, who's only at 72. The Banshees helped out with that, actually. The upgrades in a weird spot as well. Oh, Blue Flame Hellions. Finding decent SCV kills, dropping under 70 his time, which is really not the number he's looking for. 70 to 80 is a good number. Really, you'd expect the bio player to have more SCVs here, but Special, make sure he has the economy. I mean, he can't build much more anyways. He's building a couple more starports. The army is not scanned, though, and it's not within sensor tower range. Oh, no. Here we go. That army is way too far out of position to come back. The planetary's already gone. The liberation is at hand. So Special goes for the throne. Well, away we go. It's a base trade. What is on the high ground? Almost nothing. A couple Marauders. A Liberator about to pop out. The mech army is incredibly hard to beat. On both sides. Neither player has almost anything at home. This could be an all-out production smashing race. One Thor pops out, gets some decent kills, but the overlapping concentric Olympic rings of freedom will deny the factories anything that comes out. The Thors pop out. They need high impact mode. Otherwise, they do almost no damage. They have to switch modes under fire. Vikings on deck, SCVs, the barracks in the sky. Everything else is forfeit. Blasting through. Third base, under fire. Third base, a very technical term at this stage. Another Thor pops out. Almost nothing left. More going down. Enough Thors to take down the Liberators. +3 is potentially vulnerable. Tanks blasting away. Time, though, has the mobility. He has the bio and he has the barracks, which are easier to rebuild. He's going to eliminate the main base of Special, but Special has not eliminated the economy. Time should be able to... Well, it depends on how quickly Special is able to consolidate. Not killing 3-3 seems like it's going to be a kind of a big deal here. There's enough Marines and Marauders. 2 Hellbats don't do much of anything. Special's trying to deal with the economy, but this is... Oh my. We don't like your kind around here, boy. This is brother against brother. Red versus blue. It looks like a Puma. Though that's an SCV, Billy. So this is what it's come to. Supply blocks across the board. As supply depots. There's a single orbital. The army's orbital's landing. There's not that much in the bank. Time is still technically mining, but he can't actually build anything. The SCV count's still surprisingly high. A lot of the SCV's repairing. Actually, Special getting back to a decent... He needs those Thors at full minimum. There's not... How many Liberators are left? 3 Liberators. That's not enough, actually. Special with 2-2 against 3-3. The Liberator's in a very nice spot here, though. Get one of the Thors. Those cannot be rebuilt. There's no chance. The Thors hold position in Liberator range. 2 Liberators. But wait, Special has Vikings. Special with Vikings. I don't even know where the starport was. Meanwhile, the SCVs are killing a factory. There's an orbital in the corner. Special's Vikings will give air control. Supplies dipping. He unsieges. Left! Left! No, he doesn't get the tanks with the Vikings! A disastrous mistake, potentially, but Time is desperate. He doesn't have any units left. There's not that much in... Those are Special's gas geysers, not the gas. Actually, Time has plenty of gas. Special has 0. Oh, he gets 1 tank, going for another. The siege was a little ambitious. 3-3 Marines, though. A Medivac shows up to the party, getting blasted out of the sky. The SCVs, it's come down to this. There's a Thor. There's almost no more production left for Special. Time is building Marines, but the SCVs can repair the Thor. Special is mining again. What is going on? That 3-3 may make all the difference here at the end. The Thor can blast the Marines apart, 1 at a time. It takes a while to kill barracks. I think at this point, well, the SCVs he has to kill as well. Oh no, the boys are pulled on both sides. The Thor, GG! Time! It comes down to 1 Thor and a half dozen Marines. Well, that was certainly a unique game. Special whipping out one of the most creative openers in TVT I've seen in a long while. And almost pulling it off, but right at the finish line, the Marines stop him. Time adapted quickly enough. Oh my god. What a mess. Over 500 units lost in less than 20 minutes. And those are not cheap units as well. 17 Liberators, 13 versus 21 tanks, 10 Thors. Most of the production Oh my. Well, what a match. If you'd like to see more of these highlight TVTs, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell. What, Jimmy? What else? Subscribe to No. And so much more. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Good luck. Have fun. Stay chill.